In this video, we're going to look at how you can find the area of an oblique triangle. So typically when you find the area of a triangle, you use the formula 1/2 base times height, but you have to have an altitude or a height to be able to do that. With these oblique triangles, you're normally not given a height. So we use something called Heron's formula if you're given a side-side-side triangle. And that formula is the square root of s times s minus a times s minus b times s minus c, and s is the perimeter divided by 2. So for our first example, we have a triangle with the sides 10, 14, and 23. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to find our s value, and s is the perimeter, and remember that perimeter is just all the sides added together. It's the distance around. So we would do 10 plus 14 plus 23. We would divide all that by 2. Make sure if you're typing that in your calculator that you're putting the numerator in parentheses so that your calculator knows to add all that before you divide by 2. So 10 plus 14 plus 23, close that off, divide by 2, and you get 23.5. Okay, so for area, we would do the square root of 23.5 times 23.5 minus a. A is 23 because it's across from the capital A. And then 23.5 minus b. B would be the 10. And I'm running out of room, but it would be 23.5 minus c. C is the 14. And then you can type all that in your calculator at once if you're careful with your parentheses. So you have the square root. You're going to go ahead and start a parenthesis. If you have an older calculator, if you have a newer calculator, you don't have to, but 23.5. Start your next parenthesis, 23.5 minus 23, close that off, new parenthesis, 23.5 minus 10, close that off, new parenthesis, 23.5 minus 14, close that off, and then exit out of your square root, and you get approximately 38.8. And we were not given any units here, so we would just say units squared. Anytime you're finding area, you square your units. Okay, for our next example, we have side lengths of 8, 5, and 9. Remember to always make sure that those two short sides add up to be larger than the third side, just to make sure that you do actually have a triangle, and we do, because 8 and 5 is 13. 13 is larger than 9. Same thing in this example before. The 10 and the 14 are 24, which is greater than 23. Okay, so we're going to start by finding our perimeter. Our perimeter this time would be 8 plus 5 plus 9, and then we're going to divide that by 2. Make sure you're putting parentheses around it if you're using your calculator. 8 plus 5 plus 9. I forgot the plus sign. Plus 5 plus 9. Divide by 2, and you get 11. Okay, so the area is going to be the square root of 11 times 11 minus 8, 11 minus 5, and 11 minus 9. And you can type that all in. Square root of 11, 11 minus 8, 11 minus 5, and 11 minus 9. And if you round that to the nearest tenth, you have approximately 19.9 units squared. So pretty easy formula to use for side-side-side triangles.